Hi, lovelies. Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today, we are going to do my 1 month ahead savings challenge. Yay! If you're new here, my name is Rosa. My channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. It is about cash envelopes, sinking funds, savings challenges, how we stash our money, where we stash our money, why we stash our money. It is also a little bit about our investing journey. If any of that is of interest to you and you have not already, I'd really appreciate if you would take a second, smash that thumbs up button. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Everyone, please take a second, smash that thumbs up button. All right, so my 1 month ahead savings challenge is truly about getting 1 month ahead cash in my checking account. We have, I think it's 9 different categories that we are saving for. I'd like $1,000 for groceries, $700 for cash, $250 for the electric bill, $250 for dining out, $250 for our monthly gas, $400 for car insurance, $150 for the cell phones, $150 for the internet, and $100 for my child's lunch account. And I think this roughly ends up being about $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I don't remember. Haven't added it up in a while. But just trying to save and get ahead. So we have already put $885 into the bank. Yay! It means that we have a pad in there, which is really the sole purpose of this. It's to know that the moment the bill comes in, I can turn around and I can pay it. And I don't have to wait for payday. I know that I can go ahead and get it paid. And then when payday comes and it just all stays in there. So just trying to get ahead so that we can have that buffer. So I do this in what I call a savings snowball method. If you've been around for a while, so sorry, you're going to hear this again. If you're new here, so the savings snowball method is exactly like the debt snowball method, where everybody gets a minimum payment. Now, that minimum payment is $1 except for groceries. Groceries is $55 for each of these baskets. And that is really, really pricey for me. So its minimum payment is $2. So just like the savings snowball method, everybody gets their minimum payment. And for me, that is $1, except for that one, which I just explained. And I needed to be able to see, and then once the smallest one gets filled, then everybody starts to get the extras. And you'll see that work in just a second. I'm doing this in what I call rounds. I already told you that I've taken $885 to the bank. We just took money in the beginning of September, went to the bank and deposited $177. And now we are on round number 6. So I know that there are 5 icons on each one of these that have been shaded in. And that's how I know who still needs a minimum payment and who does not. So we're going to start working on minimum payment, or icon number 6. There are 5 done. Icon number 6 is the one we're getting ready to start working on. So absolutely love, love, love this. And I do it in rounds because I don't know how many of you, so this should only get 1, but because it's the last, I'm going to make sure it gets the 7. So I don't know how many of you need successes, but I need to see some kind of success. I love when you guys stuff, and then you pull it all out at once. And I think that's really neat, but for some things, I need successes. And for me, this is one of those that I wanted to see a success. I also wanted to start padding the bank account sooner than later. So now that this has its $7 in there, which I just put, I'm going to shade in another icon. I'm not a big colorer for those of you that are new, so sorry. I know some of you are out there cringing that I really just colored it that way. Yes, I did, as a matter of fact, and I'm okay with it. But just working on saving. So again, I needed to see those small successes. So now the next time I do this, I know that lunch isn't going to get any, that it has its 6 icons, and now its minimum payment is going to go up to internet. Well, I need $9 in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This budget line actually is $15. However, I have I have 2 variable bills that we pay. Okay, that's a lie. I have one that's variable and one that I over budget for, just because I used to have to budget that much and then it dropped, and I just haven't ever changed that budget line. So although I said that budget line is $15. Really and truly, more goes into it than $15. And I try to do that every time I get paid so that we can get this done a little bit faster. We've done pretty good in that January, April, May, June, September. So some months we do a little bit better on getting one of these filled. It took me from January to April, so it took me almost 3 months to get the second 177 into the bank, but then it took me just over a month to get the next one. So it really just depends on where the budget is, and if that money that I said is either in the bill that I haven't reduced down or in the one that is variable that I know that I budget high for. So just trying to get there a little faster if at all possible. So we need another 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll shade in a phone. What color do we want that one? I think we'll do this green color again, because why not? But love this method. All right, so car insurance is next. There's no way we're going to get to 13. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 in here. That is all right. Not worried about it because we just started a new round. So I think it's pretty neat that we've been able to finish 3. But again, that's because I knew that I had extra monies. So next time we go to fill this up, groceries will get its 2, cash will get 1, electric will get 1, dining out, gas will get 1, and then car insurance will start to get filled up to the 13 because it's just like the debt snowball method, where once these are paid, all the extras go into the next lowest amount. So for me, that would be 13. If you have any questions or just want to say, hey, I'd love if you drop it in chat below. And I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.